but the funny thing about this is this book, I did this book entirely when I was in college and turned it in for my senior thesis in literature in college. And I would, there is an idea that it's a struggle, but there's the idea that you have to work hard, but you have to work smart too. So my idea was, I knew I was going to do this, but I knew I also had to satisfy my requirements for the classes. So I would try to use this for as many classes as I could.
Sure.
Yeah. I would turn it in for my literature class, but I would also turn stuff in for my graphic design class or my drawing classes or other things. I think some professors probably just thought I was a precocious, little kid, because I was pretty small, little kid in college. And everybody else was doing, graphic design on the computer and all this stuff. And I was too fine arts for the graphic design crowd, but I also had to take all the fine arts classes for the design degree. And the people in the fine arts, they were kind of in some old world mindset of what art was, and so they didn't know what I was doing. But some of the teachers, I felt like talking to them and telling them that you had a plan. I think they kind of liked that you had a plan and that you had a passion for something. And they were a little bit tolerant and maybe even amused. But I knew that this was my priority, and the school was just to to learn extra things that I could. I didn't go to a specialized art school. I went to a university, so I felt like that opened up bigger worlds to me that wouldn't have been available to me, or I wouldn't have thought about if I was just at an art school. I had to take a foreign language, so I took the Japanese language, and I took history and mythology classes and children's literature, all of which I funneled into the Kabuki project and integrated into my work. And I felt like all those non-art classes made my writing and my art stronger.